Hello, Dawn. Can you hear me okay? You're going to fall into a deep slumber, are you? Hey. Dawn, do you think you're going to potentially make this one? I know you're not feeling so great right now, but loud and clear, perfect. Did a really quick cleanup. Dexter was in here with a stuffed animal and killed it. So it was a murder scene again. Hi, Wanda. How are you? Wanda, are you making this one? Yes, you are. I believe so. Oh, I just had a sneezing fit too, so I'm all like, whew. So I have my sample bag from the tutorial here, and its new owner is picking it up at 5 o'clock after class today. Hi, Diane. Diane, are you making this one? Cynthia's here. I know Cynthia's making it. Cynthia, are you cutting along with me today? Are you feeling well enough to do it? Are you out of pain? You're just going to be watching today, Wanda, but you're going to make this one? Hi, Kim. How are you feeling? I'm asking everybody how they're feeling. It seems like we've all gone through some sort of procedure or something. Kim, are you going to be making this one? Okay, Diane's making it. Diane, are you going to be cutting along with me today? Cynthia's cutting with me. Diane's cutting with me. I just try to make note who's cutting because sometimes I just end up going crazy, like just going full speed ahead. So I want to make sure I touch base with people. And again, if I start doing that, please do stop me. Awesome. Oh, Kim's at work still. But Kim, are you going to be making this one? Coco says hi. Of course, it's school timeout, so... Dawn, slings aren't popular here either, but since posting that one, it's sold within 5 minutes of posting it online. And then I've got people wanting to know if they can custom order more. And of course, I'm closed for custom orders right now, so I have a wait list. It blows my mind. Okay, Wanda, fair enough. Oh, hi, Cheryl. Okay, so you are going to make this one, but you're just watching today. Okay. Hi, Lexi. How are you? How's the baby? Will you be cutting along with us today? Wow, we're going to have a full class today. We do have 31 people in this class. So yeah. I'm sure not all 31 people will be here for the live, but please, if you are watching after the live, make sure to comment so I know that you saw it. Hi, Rhonda. Rhonda, are you making this one with us? Wow, full group. This is exciting. It is a super cute pattern. I'm not a sling person, but I tell you, it is super cute. I was actually saying if this didn't sell, because slings usually don't sell in Kamloops, but if it didn't sell, this was going to be my Alaska cruise bag, but it sold right away. So now I have to figure out what I'm going to do. Maybe I'm going to do a Rosie sling tutorial here pretty quick. So I think maybe I'll make that one for myself. Don't forget to like the post. Yeah. You're just watching today, Lexi? Will you be making this one later? When the baby's sleeping, maybe? Awesome. Okay, so Rhonda's watching and potentially making it. Everybody is so busy this time of year, it seems. So we'll just give it about another 5 minutes. I mean, we got, wow. I think this is the most we've had on in a very long time. So this is exciting. You're going to make the rosy one? Nice. You're going to try to make it, Lexi? Excellent. And anybody that isn't cutting with us or sewing with us during the class, you know, if you're doing it on off time or whatever, you can always message me if you need a hand. I got the tutorial up. I got 2 tutorials up today. Wow, this is crazy for me. All morning was just voiceover because I have videos filmed. I just have to sit down and edited. I just have to sit down and do the voiceover. It's just a matter of finding that quietish time in my house to do it. The beginning of this week, my neighbors were having a tree taken down, so it was like chainsaws and wood chippers and everything galore. And yeah, trying to find a quiet time when Dexter and Coco are sleeping. Hi, Kathy. Yay, Kathy. Okay, so you're watching today, but you're going to make it. Oh my gosh, you guys. So many people on. Never been a rat race there, Rhonda? Okay, so I'm going to call out who I have marked down here. Let me know if I'm missing anybody, okay? So I have Cynthia, who's making this and cutting with me today. Kim, who's here and is potentially making this. Rhonda, who's here and potentially making this. Wanda, did you say you're going to be making it? Lexi, here and making it. Dawn is here. Diane is here making it and cutting with me today. Kathy is here and is going to be making it. Cheryl is here and going to be making it. Am I missing anybody or got it wrong at all? I'm struggling with the year-end movie because some of the bags I only have my pictures for, so I don't know whether to do it or not. I can't decide. What do you guys think? I do have to do the VIP draw for January. Maybe I'll do that next Thursday because I did not get it set up today to do it today. Oh, at a later date. That's right. Okay. Yay, we'll give it another couple minutes. Lots of people popping in. That's super exciting. I can always see when people have watched it after the fact, but when people are here live, it's so much fun and so exciting. Even if only a couple are cutting with me, just having that that social here is wonderful for our little group. But the tutorial is up for Yoshi. I also posted the tutorial for the Sacarton. I know that's a French word and I say it wrong, but for the Anukas bag, which was a fun circle bag. So yeah, I've had a productive week so far. And I'm not working Friday. I have appointments I'm running around to do tomorrow, but maybe I'll get some sewing in this weekend, so. You missed what I said? I don't remember. It's gone out of my brain. Yay! Lots of friends we haven't seen in here in a little bit. So glad everybody could join us. Okay, so let's go over the bag a little bit. So I am going to be doing this one. I'm doing it, my admins will laugh because I had them help me choose out vinyls and everything for the Cllass bag. Yeah, I changed them. I'm not doing it in brown anymore. I'm going to be doing this bag is fantastic because you can switch up the colors and the panels and do multiple. I'm going to do the same kind of color scheme of this where I have the bottom gusset in a solid black and my handles and everything will be in black, and where the gray is I'm doing in a deep forest green and I'm using nickel hardware. Now the only reason I changed up from what I was doing originally planned was because I really think it's important, well, for me anyways, for a sling, for it to be a thicker strap. I know that's not for everybody, 1 inch is fine, but I'm going to follow the pattern for 1.5 inch. You can definitely do 1 inch if you prefer, but I did not have any swivels in gunmetal, which I needed for that. So I had to choose some vinyls that worked out good with nickel, because I only had 1.5 inch swivels in nickel. So yeah. So as we're cutting out, map out where you want your colors to be. I said I'm going to be doing it just like this one. All my connectors, handles, strap are going to be black. This black slip pocket here, this little accent piece is going to be black. My zipper tabs here are going to be black, and then the rest is going to be the other color. So have in your mind how you want it. I mean, when you look at the pattern, even though mine's printed in black and white, she had 3 different colors of vinyl or fabrics going on here. Another cool thing was this top part could even be like a print or a cotton, and it would look really good. So does everybody have in mind what they're cutting out? Interfacing, I am using a Decovil Lite in this. Now, on that note, for homework, when you go, I'm not cutting the Decovil Lite out with you today. Use the pattern pieces for doing that, but make sure, because homework will be interfacing, make sure you follow her instructions. Let me find the page. On pages 10 and 11 for placement of your Decovil Lite pieces, because I'm finding in most of Sandeep's patterns that her interfacing isn't centered like we would automatically assume in most patterns. That's what 99% of the time we're centering the interfacing outside of the seam allowances. She has such a magnificent way of shaping her bags after interfacing. So we're cutting out rectangular pieces, and as we go on, we are shaping them to rounded or whatever shapes it is. We're finding that with the Xena bag as well for the Tuesday class. So with that in mind, sometimes the interfacings are, say, like 1 inch from the top and 1/2 inch from the bottom. So when fusing your interfacings on, make sure you do follow along for step 1 of the pattern, pages 10 and 11, for how to fuse your interfacings. Okay? So yes, I am using Decovil Lite. I strongly recommend with Decovil Lite because it is a hard one to stick, that you give it like overnight to set. Once you fused it, give it overnight to set before you're working with it, and then maybe it'll stay stuck more. I was actually going to switch it up and use 2 layers of EB Fuse Heavy in this one, but I'm not going to lie, when I cut out the tutorial bag, I cut out interfacing for both the Cllass bag and that one, so I just did it all at once. So any questions about interfacing? And of course, if you're using cotton, to make sure you are backing them with a medium woven interfacing. This class, we will be doing the bound version. Don't be scared of it. It's super fast. I will be using waterproof canvas for my binding. Then I can do it all in the flatbed machine as well. You're more than welcome to do bias tape binding, which is what I usually do. And we have done that before, but I thought for this class, because I haven't done waterproof binding in a class yet, I don't think, have I? I don't think so, that we would do that for this class. So it is a bound bag. It is not hard to bind. I was originally going to do the Cllass bag in glitter vinyls, and I changed my mind after turning this one out. I mean, it's a pretty wide opening for turning, but the glitter vinyls just probably would have stuck really bad, so I didn't do that. Dawn nodded off. Anyways, before we get cutting, any questions about materials, supplies, interfacings, anything like that? I didn't find anything in this bag super hard to do, and it is a pretty fast sew. It is a really satisfying sew, and I actually was kind of like, oh, a sling. I don't really like slings, but I really like this one. I really, really do. Any questions at all? Everybody has an idea of what they want their bag to be? off. Everybody still there? So we will be using the cutting chart on page 9. Again, I will not be sharing any measurements because I'm not allowed to. So as we go through, we're going to try to work in order, except for I am going to, yeah, we're going to work in order, I think. Yes. Work in order. I'm going to start with my main color fabric. When I get to the areas where I'm going to be doing black fabric, then my black vinyl, then I will let you know when I'm going to do that. So these are the colors I have decided on. Let me put this down to split view. So I don't know if you guys can see this. This is a really deep forest green. It kind of looks black, but I promise you it's not. Does that look more green? I got this from Fabricville. I'm trying really hard to use up scrap vinyls in my stash, so I thought this would look really nice with the Canuck black vinyl from Galaxy Custom. So I'm combining those two. And I'm going to use this beige waterproof canvas from Fabricville as well. And then of course I'm using nickel hardware. I'm not too sure how much that matches with this lining, but it's all the hardware I have in 1.5 inch. So, hey Danelda, are you cutting this one with us today? Welcome. Ooh, what's for supper, Wanda? I have to make supper after class. That's what's nice about doing these classes a little bit earlier, is because it does give me time to make supper for the family. So Danelda, yeah, let me know if you're cutting along with us, or if you're not, if you plan on making this one at all. Well, we've got 11 people here. That's exciting. Okay, so I'm going to start with my... You can have so much fun with this. You could do double-sided straps if you wanted. Completely up to you. So we're going to start at the top of the cut list, and we are going to do front top panel piece A. And I tried to scrape out all my measurements here so nobody could see them. Trying to find... Now I lost my pen. There it is. Okay. Oh, okay, that's okay. You can cut it all out later. Not a big deal, Danella. I hope you make it. You'll really enjoy it. So this front top panel piece A is this piece right here. So I'm going to try to show what each piece is so you can think about your color combinations you want to do. So this piece that we're drawing out right now is this top panel right here. So let's draw that out. Usually I would draw my straps first, but I'm doing my straps in black. So we will start, we won't worry about that just yet. You could also do this one in a backpack version if you wanted. Just follow the cutting instructions for that. I'm just doing the sling version. Okay, so that is piece, oops, A. And I'm going to put these over here. We can cross that off as done. We need one of those. Now there are measurements if you prefer measurement cuts. Today I've cut out all the pieces, so it should be good. Sounds good, Danelda. This was the tutorial one that I posted. So I'm doing the same color scheme, but with this deep green and the black. So yay, Kim. That sounds delicious, Wanda. Okay, now we want to do pattern piece B. I'm so organized. I even have my pattern pieces organized in here. Okay, now this is one. This is this piece right here. So you may want to do that in the accent color if you wanted. I'm keeping it all the green color, but just think about what you want to do. In this one, you can see how she did that in a darker color. So leave that up to you. I'm just going to show what each piece is as we go through so you can think about your color placement, because there are so many different combinations you can do with this. Okay. So this is pattern piece B, front zip pocket. Maybe I'll put it right here. I have a whole other yard of the same, or meter of the same vinyl. It's been in my stash for a very, very long time. You know what? I'm going to make it go this way. And those cutting along with me, if I get too far ahead, please do stop me. So this is piece B. Make sure you label them well. I will stick them to these pattern pieces as well once I get them cut out. So we need one of those. Next, we need pattern piece C, which is your front zip pocket bottom. Now you're going to be like, it's a rectangle, and it's this piece right here. You can see how it is curved. We will get to that as we make the bag. Now for this piece and for the piece B, please, when you're putting your interfacing on, make sure you put a T at the top so you know which is the top. Okay, so we need one of these. Sounds good, Kim. Drive safe. I'm going to line it up right here and draw out my pattern piece C. Did anybody get a chance to watch the tutorial? I know was uploading it all day. It took like 3 hours to upload, but it's there now. So this is piece C. So in the sample Denelda, I use vinyls all from Galaxy Customs, the Canuck line. This vinyl here, this deep green, if you can tell if it's deep green, I can't tell, I got from Fabricville. And I'm using black Canuck vinyl as the accent and for the handles from Galaxy Customs. I wanted to use glitter vinyl, but I was scared it would be too hard to turn through. Okay, so that's pattern piece C done. Next is pattern piece D. Now I'm going to skip over the pattern piece D and I'm going to draw it when we pull out the black pieces, because that's these pieces right here, right outside, right here. And I want those ones to be black. So I'm not going to draw out the pattern piece Ds, but if your pattern piece D is going to be your main color, go ahead and draw those out. I'll be drawing it later. And they are just little zip tabs. That's all they are. So I'm going to set that aside for now, because I know that's going to have to go in my black fabric. So skipping over D, I'll have to come back to that. I'm going to write black next to it so I can map it out. Next is our back panel. Oops, let me cross off the measurements on this. Okay, pattern piece E, and we need one of these in exterior. Trust me, I changed my fabric choices 4 times for this bag. I had my admins help me. We spent a good amount of time, and then I changed it all today. That's okay. Still don't know if I'm happy with my lining fabric choices, but I don't really want to do it in black. I don't want to do it in white, and I don't really have much for waterproof canvas, but because I'm doing a waterproof canvas binding, I want it to match. So I think the cream will be okay even with the nickel hardware. I very rarely have 1.5 inch hardware, so that was my problem. Okay, so that's my piece E. And we will be coming back to that one because we'll need that for the lining pieces as well. Coco says hi. Okay, now the welt pocket strip, that is this piece. on the back right here, which I have black. It's for the slip pocket, and I will be doing it in black on this bag as well. So I'm not going to draw out that one right now, but think of your color choices. I've never made a Mav pack before, Donalda, so I don't know, but this is how big. Here, let me put it up to my body. I'm 5'2" and about 155 pounds, and this is how big it is on me. Does that help at all? I don't know. Okay, back to the table. Now that everybody knows my weight. Oh gosh, I don't believe I said that on mine. Oh well. Okay, so I'm gonna jump over my welt pocket strip because I'm gonna do that in black. I'm just gonna mark it down. Top strap pad. Top strap tab. That's hard to say. Is this one right here. So I'm going to do 2 of these in my green as well. Another thing for interfacing in the pattern, she calls for Decovil Light for the interfacing piece for this. I actually use Decovil Heavy just to give it a little more structure and a little bit more strength. You do not fuse this Decovil Heavy piece on. This is something we do after the fact. So just like she does in the pattern, I followed her interfacing to the T in the pattern. Okay, so we need, put that aside here because I gotta do that in black. So 2 of these piece G's. Where can, I'm gonna place this right here. This will be 1. And 2. So this one is a hard one to decide on materials because there are just so many ways you can do it with multiple. It is a great scrap buster. So even if you want to pull out some of your scrap vinyls and mix and match them, you could come up with a beautiful bag that way. Okay, so those are my 2 strap tab piece G's. Next is our zipper gusset, which of course is this piece right here for our zipper gusset, which I will be doing in the green. And we need 2 of those, and they are cut on the fold. So I'm gonna put it right, yeah, that'll fit right along here. The welt pocket is really cool how it goes together too. It's completely different than anything I've done. I think that's why I'm enjoying Car Threads patterns so much, is I'm learning from them. Learning new techniques, and it's a lot of fun. And it's so cool that we are doing 2 Car Threads patterns this month. And I love them both. Like, I was super excited about this month. I want to make the Mercury backpack by Car Threads. I want that to be my new carry-on bag. Replace my Trailblazer that has completely worn out. I've had it for 4 years. I made it on my domestic and it lasted this long, so it's pretty cool. Yes, it is Cheryl done. I'm not very good at tracing out rectangular pieces. I do prefer, oops, I forgot to scratch that out. I do prefer using ruler for this, but because of the Tuesday class, I did all ruler cuts. I figured maybe for this one. But you can see my line has already gone all wonky. That's okay. Okay, so that zipper panel, piece H. I obviously, oh no, I spelled right. So we got 2 of those for exterior. We will also need 2 lining pieces for that. Okay, so now we are to the base gusset. Now there are 2 different pattern pieces for the piece gusset piece. Pattern piece I with A in the brackets is for non-directional fabric. So it's cut on the fold. I didn't cut out the other pattern piece, but if you are using a directional fabric, you will want to use pattern piece I with B in the brackets, making sure that your pattern goes the right way. I'm not using a directional fabric. I'm going to be using the black vinyl. But yeah, so keep that in mind, that if you're using a directional fabric, all it is like this is all one piece here, but the other pattern piece has it so you join them here so you could have your directional fabric going both the right way. So keep in mind what you're doing there. I'm not drawing this one out here because this one I am going to be doing in my black vinyl. So I'm going to put that in my black vinyl pile, as well as the D-ring connectors I'm going to do in black, and my handle I'm going to do in black, and my sling strap I'm going to do in black. Now I am going to do my slip pocket trim in green. So I want mine to be a little thicker, so I'm going to be drawing it from a different measurement than what she has. But if you want to do it the way she's doing it, draw it to her measurement. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to draw out mine. And again, I'm just doing a rough one and then I trim it up. So slip pocket trim. And in this one, I didn't do a zipper pocket overlay just because it's so small inside and the zipper pocket overlay gets lost. So I will be doing the zipper pocket with a facing. So there's my slip pocket trim, slip pocket trim. Okay, and that is all I am doing in my main fabric. And so we'll cut this out and then we will go ahead and bring in the second color I'm using. So I did pretty good because I still have all this left over. So it's really a pretty fast cutout. It's not too bad. Wanda the Mercury backpack is actually up for nomination vote on the Facebook page if you want to go vote for it for, I don't remember which class it's for, Tuesday or Thursday. It was winning, but then Dexter decided he needed to sit on my hands when I was checking the auctions and it deleted, so I had to put it back up. So anybody that had voted for the Mercury backpack in the past on there, make sure you go back and re-vote for it because, or for the nominations, because Dexter deleted it with his butt. That's for April classes. Can you guys tell? I even changed my rotary cutter. Like I am so on the ball today. It's scary. Okay, so there's my piece E. Put that with my pattern piece. And I'm going to put this back in the to be cut pile because we have to cut out the lining. I'm going to put it behind me. Lining is behind me. Aw, Cheryl, we're glad that you're back. We've missed you. And I mean, I know you're always here and you're watching, but you're not always here live. We like it when we're live. Okay, so there's my pattern piece A. Riley's home, so he's dog sitting. Cheryl, we missed you. I love our little friend group we have going on here. Okay, so these are my pattern piece B. Again, because they're all rectangular pieces, it's good to keep them with the pattern piece. Or make sure they're well labeled. Zip pocket bottom piece C. I don't know why I always wait so long to change my rotary blade, because look at it's like whew, so nice. My top strap tabs. Slip pocket trim. Any questions so far, or clear as mud? As clear as mud is saying, am I saying that wrong? I'm probably saying it wrong. I always say things wrong. Words are hard. I think I said that in my Anukis tutorial like 3 times. That's been something that Riley's been saying a lot. Words are hard, and I kind of have adopted it. Okay, so these ones here, I'm going to put back in my still need to be cut pile, because these are my zip pocket or my zipper panels, and I'm going to need to cut the linings for them still. Oh, it means it's not cleared. So I'm saying it with the wrong meaning. Yeah, that sounds like a Brandy thing. Is which soft? This vinyl? This vinyl is like a marine vinyl. It feels very much like the Canuck vinyls. Okay. So I'm actually going to toss this last little bit of scrap. So that is all of my main color pieces cut. Now we're going to move on to the accent. So again, this could be different for everybody depending what you have decided to do for your color placement. Again, this is another piece of scrap. You can tell because it's all uneven. Maybe this side's more even. Is a soft leather better, or leather better, or a stiffer one? I don't think it really matters. We will be turning it out. I would say it's something that isn't too sticky would be better. Like I really wanted to do it in glitters, but I feared how hard it would be to turn it out. But it would be lovely in either. Okay, so I am going to do my sling strap. So she has 2 measurements. I'm going to give the measurements because there's absolutely no secret in measurements of straps really. So sling straps, I'm doing 1.5 inch wide. If you're doing this in woven, you're going to cut it 41 inches by 6 inches. If you're doing it in vinyl and cork like I'm doing, you're going to do 40 inches by 6 inches. And what she's done there is just made it so you'd have a little bit to turn in. I am actually going to cut this like I'm using woven because I do not have strap ends for the ends of it. So I am going to be turning the short ends of my strap in when I go to make them. So I do not have a raw edge, but you can completely use a raw edge if you want to. It's completely up to you. Oh, thank you, Dawn, for explaining that too. If you are using 1 inch hardware for this, rather than cutting 6 inches wide, you will cut 4 inches wide. And remember, you can make the sling as long as you want. The 41 inch worked really well for this one, I think, for wearing it as a sling against your body. But really, just like any strap, do it to whatever length you want to do it. So I'm going to draw that out. If I can find my pen, I lost it again. Okay, so again, I'm doing 6 inches. And we are going to 41. So that is the 24 mark for me, 24-inch mark. What is 41 take away 24? I'm terrible. I can't math. I've been out of school to 1. 24, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2, 9, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 7, 30, 39, 40, 41. So the 17. Don't judge me. I used to be so good at math in my head, but not anymore. Oops, I want to go all the way down. So I'm just drawing my strap first so I get my length. So I know my vinyl piece has that in length already. I'm also going to draw my center line for when I do the strap. So handles and straps will also be homework. You won't need them until last class though. Facebook and Etsy, working on my website. Let me see. Yeah, and she put it back on after Ducks erased it, but it had more votes originally. Yeah, it did have more votes originally. Oh, it's listed for Thursday? Perfect. So if anybody wants the Mercury backpack, not that I'm trying to influence you because I want to make the Mercury backpack, please go vote for it because the top 5 nominations will be moving to the Facebook side for final decision on the 15th. And the YouTube voting, once that happens, will close on the 29th of February. Okay, so there is my sling strap. I know it kind of went off. You can't really see it because my camera doesn't cover that much. Okay, so we can cross that off. And there's also, if you are doing the backpack straps, those are 1 inch and the measurements are there. But I'm not doing the back strap, shoulder straps. Sling strap is done. Next, I'm going to do my handles. I'm working kind of from the bottom up now. Actually, first let's go, I've done that one. Handles, we're doing 8 inches by 4 inches. I think it's fine to give out that measurement because that's a typical handle measurement. 8 inches by 4 inches. So it is a 1 inch handle. I'll show you what that is here momentarily. So that is this part right here. And I'm going to put my center line. That you do not need to fold the edges in as the raw edges will be in the seam. So handle. Handle is done. Next we have the D-ring connectors. I think I have pattern piece for that. I do. And we need 3 of these. So let's draw out 3 of these. Now these I said I interface them exactly as per the pattern. So make sure you do, when you go to interface, follow the interfacing as per the pattern because it is different than what you would think. Because she does it very, very uniquely. Okay, and while I'm here, I'm also going to go ahead and draw my center lines, dash lines for when we do the connectors. It's more for centering the Decovil light on it because that'll cover it up. Okay, so that is pattern piece J done. Now we need our base gusset. So again, keep in mind if you have a directional fabric or not for your base gusset. So this is cut on the fold. So I'm going to draw it on the fold. And you need 1 of these. This looks stunning as all one color too. I saw one like that. It was really nice. I think the two-tone is nice too. They're all nice. So many different things you can do with this pattern. So that is my base gusset done. Now we have our welt slip pocket again, which is this thing on the back here. I can't wait to show you guys how to do this. The front, oh, did I show you? It has a hidden zipper right here too. Look, see? It's just, oh, this pattern blew my mind, I tell you. Okay. So draw one of these pattern piece Fs. F. And then 2 front zip tabs, which we will also need the lining. Again, if you decide on colors, it's these ones right here, and right here. See why I kept the bag? It's so easy to show you guys what each of these pieces are so you can decide on your color placement. 1 and 2. This is D and D. I like the idea of zipper tabs in an accent color that you mentioned earlier. Have you used any cotton strapping before? I bought some. Like webbing? Oh yeah, I've used webbing many times. Many times. I just find with the webbing, make sure you aren't using like the wide mouth sliders because it doesn't stick to them like what you use for these. You'll use this kind of slider. I actually chose to use this kind of slider even for the vinyl on this, just because sometimes the wide mouth slider, I used this one, I used a slimmer one too, because you don't want it to slide too much if for some reason your vinyl wasn't thick enough to grab onto it when it's an actual sling body. So that's why I decided, I usually 9 times out of 10 use a wide mouth, but for this one I'm not. But if you're using webbing of any kind, use this over the wide mouth sliders. Okay, front zip tabs done. And pocket. Okay, that is everything for our exterior fabric. So we can go ahead and we can cut all of that out. Yeah, you get those sliders from Emmeline's. They're just the standard sliders compared to the wide mouth ones. I get all my hardware from Emmeline. All of it. I don't venture away from it very often. I have some from Ormino sometimes and some from So Yours sometimes because Lauren and Melissa will sometimes send me a few things, which is really nice. But otherwise, 9 times out of 10, actually more like 9 3/4 times out of 10, I am, it's Emmeline bags. Her shipping is so fast to me, and you really can't beat her prices, and she has everything. So yeah, my go-to really, besides Fabricville or Fabricland, for odds and ends here, I do almost all of my shopping for everything at Emmeline or Galaxy Customs. Not gonna lie, I do. I get my foam from Galaxy Customs. I get all my other interfacing from Emmeline bags. Except for my Decovil Light and Decovil Heavy, because I have a wholesale account, so I get those at a pretty good price. But my wholesaler very rarely has it in stock, so, which is okay. Well, I use Decovil Heavy all the time, but I don't use Decovil Light a heck of a lot. Those of you in the States have it so good with the choices that you have for some bag making supplies. In Canada, we have very limited resources, and shipping up from the States with our custom duties and everything like that, it gets really expensive. So I have to really, really want something super bad in order to order up from the States because I'm super thrifty and hate paying for shipping. Oops. Oh, that's okay. But really, between Emmeline and Galaxy Customs for your vinyl needs, they have everything. Hardware and interfacing between the two too is really, really good. No, I wish Lorna was in Canada. No offense to the Americans, but we need her up here. Can we get her deported to Canada? I think she's American. She's not Canadian. That's a terrible thing. I'm sorry. Lauren is a sweetheart. I really enjoyed meeting Lauren. When we went down to So Magical. She's truly the kind person you would think she is. She's a beautiful human. A beautiful human. What is my closest border crossing? Rhonda, what's your closest border crossing? Because that'll be my closest border crossing. Rhonda's in Abbotsford. It's whatever that border crossing is by Abbotsford. I don't know what it is, but that's my closest one too. Okay, so that is it for vinyl. Now we can cut our linings. Now my brother does have, he has a mailbox over the border in White Rock, in the Lower Mainland, but he only drives in the summer, so he doesn't have a vehicle in the winter time, so you can't just go hop over there for me. Alrighty, so back to the list here. We are looking at the cut list again. Alright, so, oh, I threw my zip tabs in here. We had some pieces. I threw the ones I had to cut still in linings. Okay, I think these are all them. So we need 2 pattern piece D's, front zip tabs. Oh, nice. Yes, I saw Lauren's classroom. That is amazing. I'm so proud of her. I'm a little jealous. She's living my dream. Everybody should move to Canucks and then you can take classes from me. Okay, so I'm cutting 2 pattern piece D's in lining. I'm just using my exterior piece as my guide here. So now we have 2 exterior pieces and 2 lining pieces for our front zip tabs. That's pattern piece D done. Okay, next we need 2 lining panels of pattern piece E, which is this one here. There you go. So mine is Aldergrove or Sumas as well. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to fold this upon itself. And I'm going to cut both of these pieces at the same time. If you're using directional fabric, just be wary which direction you are looking at. And I'm going to cut 2 lining pieces with pattern piece E. Oops, somebody is here. Oopsies. Riley can get the door. Of course, the guy just saw me look through my window. I don't know who he is. I think it's a sales guy. I'm actually just going to go knock on Riley's bedroom door to get him to answer the door. 1 second. Sorry, guys. I don't know who it is. I didn't want to answer it. And he's still there. Oh, he's looking at me. Okay, so that's 2 lining panels. Two lining panel ease. Done. Mimi and Leo say hi to Coco. She doesn't like it when people come to our door. Okay, we need 2 zipper gusset pieces. I'm just going to go ahead. Probably be able to get one out of this piece. Maybe? Yep. So I'm going to cut them separate. Sales call, Riley?
Pardon?
Sales?
Sales, yep.
Yep. Tell us.
Nope,
Oh, hello, Dexter. Who was it?
Riverside Electricity asking about solar panels.
Oh, we don't need solar panels. Can you take Dexter, please?
Come on.
And close the door. Everybody say hi to Riley
Come on.
and Dexter.
Come on.
Thank you.
Upstairs.
The guy was looking at me through my window, so he knew I was here. Dexter, go out, please, bud. Go see Riley.
Come on.
Oopsies.
Come on.
I'm slipping. Okay, so that's one. Sorry, guys, for the distraction. The joys of shooting out of your own basement. But yeah, my door is like right here, and I peeked over, and then he's peeking over, and he's still knocking, and dogs are freaking out, as you heard. I think this will still be okay with nickel, even though it's kind of a taupe color. It'll be fine. It's the lining. Oopsies. I cut a little too deep there. That's all right. Okay. So those are my 2 zipper panels, exterior and linings. Riley's made me a proud mother. He is registered for the March 2025 nursing program here in Kamloops. That's the next program he can get into. So he's upgrading from healthcare assistant to LPN nurse, licensed practical nurse. So proud. Okay, so that's pattern piece H and lining done. Next is our gusset piece in our lining. How do I want to do this? I think I'll fold it up here. Cut it on the fold. No, I'm going to use my actual piece like so. I've gone a little bit too deep there, so I'll just make sure it's a little bit higher. Now my mom's texting me pictures of something. My phone is on Do Not Disturb, but family can override it in case of emergencies, so they are never on Do Not Disturb. But then I'm like, what is mom sending me? Okay, so that's my 2 base cut gussets in exterior and lining. Base gusset done. Okay, next is front zip pocket lining, pattern piece K, and we need one of these cut on the fold. Oh yeah, that'll work right there. It goes a little wonky right there. Trying to preserve as much of this canvas as I can. That works right there. So cut one on the fold. Front zip pocket lining. Was this the piece I was supposed to be doing? Yep. Yeah, I'm super proud. He's 25 years old and going back to school. He was just about moving out, and I'm like, don't, dude. Stay home, do your school. because he can go to part-time. He's going to try to work full-time, do nursing full-time, just do school or do work at night. And I'm like, no, you can go casual with your carried so you have enough to pay for your car payment, live at home. Right now he pays us room and board, so he won't have to when he's in school. I'd rather him, he pays for his own education. He's got a student loan coming and everything like that, so it's the least I can do. Okay, hidden zip tabs. Now, the hidden zip tabs, can you guys see right in there? See it right there in that hidden pocket? I don't recommend doing it in vinyl. I recommend doing it in your lining fabric because it gets kind of thick in there, okay? So I'm going to do it in this, and it's these two pieces, so we need 2 pieces of these. I use this little scrap here and cut 2 of them. He does have to do some upgrade over the next year. He has to upgrade his math and his English. He's been out of school too long because he graduated in 2017, so he just needs to upgrade those, and he also needs to get a higher grade in them, not gonna lie. So he'll be doing that, upgrading his first aid and CPR and everything over the next year, and then he'll be all set for school. That's what my parents did with me. I mean, I was married at 22 and everything, but I went to school, and this will be the second time he's going to school. So same with Brady. He's in his second diploma program as well. So you cannot complain about that. Okay. So now we want pattern piece M, front hidden pocket lining, and we need 2 of those. I'm going to fold this up on itself again to cut both at the same time. Aw, an intensive care, pediatrics intensive care nurse. Oh, Cheryl, you must be so, so proud of your daughter. Riley is a really special human. He's so good at his job. He's so much like my husband. So caring and so kind. I don't think I could do what he does. He's just amazing. It amazes me that he came out of me. I created an amazing human. Pattern piece M is done. Next, we want to do pattern piece N, which is back pocket lining. So it's cut on the fold as well. I'm just going to do it right here. Again, I've cut really deep there, so I'll make sure I avoid that. And I think this world needs more male nurses. There aren't that many male nurses out there, so I'm super proud of him for doing that. What is Coco freaking out now? Just somebody walking by. Wow. Amazing. Okay, next is back pocket facing. So this is the facing. You can't even really see my facing here. I actually think I don't have that dark green. I'm actually going to do my back pocket facing. I'm going to grab some black canvas because you can see the facing kind of shows through here. Whoopsies. For when we do this. So this slip pocket is almost done like a zipper pocket, but I don't want the brown showing through for my facing. I would prefer to have a black showing through. So I'm going to leave that for now and grab my black canvas after we finish cutting this out. But if your lining is matching your exterior for your black pocket facing, just know it'll kind of show. But I'm gonna grab black for mine here momentarily. So I'm setting that piece aside for now. I'll just write black so I know I have to come back to that one. So now moving on to interior zipper pocket lining P. Okay, so again, I'm doing my interior zipper pocket lining as per the pattern. Again, I did not do my typical zipper pocket with overlay. This is something we may or may not do together. This is like the standard way of doing a zipper pocket, but we will see. We will see how far we get. So we'll cut one of those. But yeah, I have no overlay for the inside zipper pocket. It's just too small of a space for an overlay. So I have to do it the way I don't like to do the zipper pockets. So we need one of those. Interior zip pocket lining. Interior slip pocket. Again, it's just a little itty bitty slip pocket. So we need one of these. Cut on the fold. Maybe I'll go this way. Now let's go on this side. I want to do it here. Where do I want to do it, you guys? I'm going to do it right here. And of course, the slip pocket trim will be a nice accent on this. Okay, and next we need bias binding, which I'll be cutting out of this. I'm trying to remember what I had to measure because she shows you how to make bias binding, but I'm using waterproof canvas binding. So if you are making your own bias binding, follow hers. I'm trying to remember how long I had to make it. I think I wanted to do, I'm going to flip this over this way. It's better to have too much than not enough, right? Excuse me for a moment. I'm going to figure out how long I have to do this bias binding. I know that looks funny what I'm doing there, but I promise you it makes sense. So I'm going to cut my bias, my 1-inch waterproof canvas lining. I'm going to do it to 40 inches. Better to be on the air of caution there. So I'll probably just do this whole width. I would make sure that you do at least, what did I say, 40 inches? I'm just going to do this whole width of it. And you will need 2 of them, 1 for each side. So yeah, go 40. That should be enough. I meant to take note when I did that one, but I did not. But we can always cut more later if we need to. So I'm going to cut 2 inches right off the hop, and then I'm going to trim them to 1 inch each. I have it on the fold. And that should be more than enough. And then now I'm going to cut it to 1 inch because we need 1 inch waterproof canvas binding. Does that make sense? Oh, really? Aw, I have to trace and cut because then, I mean, I'm such a sloppy cutter that if I don't, I will cut something and then I won't have enough fabric. So this way I know I will. Okay, so there's my bias. That should be more than enough. Let me double check and then you guys can go ahead and cut. So all I'm doing is thinking, okay, this is going to be like this and this is going to come. So this is more than enough. Like there's extra, but it's better to have too much. And I cut these pieces to 20. Well, these ones are 42 inches. So you would be good at 40 inches for this. No, Cheryl, I cut out a lot of bags. This is just what works for me, and I cut along with you guys with what works for me. Definitely you can follow whatever works for you. I just like to explain my process, and at least it shows you what you need to cut and color combinations or what have you. So there's our bias binding. Okay, and then all I have is I need to get a little piece for my back pocket facing. So let me go grab my black fabric. 1 sec. Let me fold this and put it away. But you can see, this was all the waste I had in that one section, and then I have all this left. Like, I'm so frugal. I have to make sure I don't waste anything. Do I have any left in here? I don't think so. Okay. 1 second. Of course, I have 2 full meters of black canvas here. I can find my end. I buy this from Fabricville when it goes on sale for like $10 a meter. Like super cheap. Oh, I've already cut into this one before. So I'm just doing that little pocket facing for the back out of this so it doesn't show as much on the outside. The tan just would have shown too much. And look, I bonked my camera. Holy moly. I'm gonna make you guys dizzy. Okay, and I'm just gonna cut this one out. So that's my pattern piece O, back pocket facing, and I did it in something that coordinates with my exterior fabric, so it won't be as noticeable when we turn that through to the back. Oop. Okay, let me go put this away quickly. Right back. I'm going to the messy side of my room. The messier side of my room. Okay. I'm not gonna lie, my whole room is messy. It's messy. Okay. That's it for fabric. Everything else, you will use the pattern pieces to cut out your Decovil Light. And again, make sure you follow step by step how to interface it with Decovil Light, because it's different than what you will think. So that took us, we started cutting an hour ago, just a little under an hour ago, so that's pretty good. So it's quick to cut out. Again, if you're using cotton, make sure you are backing all your cotton with woven interfacing. So I already went ahead and cut out all of my Decovil Light pieces because I just did it at the same time as the tutorial bag. So any questions, Diane and Cynthia, who were cutting along with me today? Or everything good? Denelda, I can't remember. Did you say you were going to make this one? I've been working hard. I've been going hard since 7 a.m. I'll just wait for the video to catch up. Cynthia's done. And Diane's done. How many different colors are you guys using? Are you doing like a 1-tone, 2-tone, 3-tone, 4-tone? I can't wait to see them. That's why I still don't believe how many people we have in here today. That's so exciting. You're gonna make this one. Awesome. Lots of people making this one. I said we haven't done a sling before. 2 different color vinyls. Are you doing the same kind of color I'm doing? Like the color placement is what I'm trying to say. Diane too? Same color placement? Or are you playing it up a little bit? Or post on the page what your vinyls are. I'd love to see them. Two-tone? Amazing. Awesome. So there is a good chance that this bag could only be a 3 class bag because it is super fast. The same with our Tuesday bag. Something about Car Threads patterns is they look so complex, but they go together so easy and so fast. Like, it's amazing. Ooh, Diane's playing it up. Yes, please do post them on the page. I just realized, good thing Lise isn't in here because I just noticed the title of my thing says February 2024 Thursday class with 2 L's. Cllass. Number 1. Cllass. Diane's using Lux from Galaxy. Nice. Cheryl's going to play it up too. Ooh, I'm excited. I'm excited. Yay. Kathy's looking forward to making this one. Probably 2 tones. Yeah, I've done slings before. I don't like slings and backpacks, but I really like this sling. And yeah, I did. So I'm going to be doing the Rosy Sling as well as a tutorial. I know it's already, it's not up for nomination as well. That's from Knotted Threads. I was just granted permission from Shannon and Knotted Threads. I think it's Shannon of Knotted Threads that I can do tutorials of her patterns yesterday. So super excited about that. And I had some people emailing me requesting Knotted Threads tutorials on the Aries crossbody, I think, and the Rosy Sling. So I have those on the list to do, along with the many, many, many other ones. I have a huge list of tutorials to do. So next week I am doing, do you guys want to know what my thoughts are if they haven't changed on my list for the next couple weeks? I have the Louis Waist Pack by Uh-Oh Creations, which is, I have an order for 2 of those. So I figured, hey, I may as well do a tutorial for those. The Rosy Sling, because I'm thinking about making that for my Alaskan cruise, which is in a month and a bit. I have the Georgina by Deja Designs, which Cynthia has requested, so I figured I would get that one done. And then, of course, the tutorials for next month's classes, which is the How You Doin' by Sincerely Jen and the Descassau by Country Cow for next month's classes. So that's what's on. I got to get all of those tutorials done this month. So that's what, I'm making, as of next week, I got to make 1, 2, 3, 4 tutorials, and then an extra bag in there for a client order. Cheryl says I have the Galaxy Custom Baby Blue. Thinking about, ooh, pretty. In the pearls or in the Luxe, Cheryl? You need to make the Louis also? Yeah, so I'm going to, that tutorial should be up by the end of next week. That's what I'm working on next week. This week was focused, actually I shouldn't say that. This week it focused on getting the class tutorials done, but I also got that Anuka's bag done. I had that one cut out for a while, so, and that was super fast, so I was surprised. I like fast sews that look complex. You guys will have to let me know what you think of that tutorial. Curious. Do you guys want to see it? The pearl. Oh, Cheryl, I love pearls. That'll be nice for this bag. Let me grab the Anukas. It ended up being perfect for this panel that I got. So Tanya is So Pretty Vinyls, when she first opened her shop, she sent me 2 of these panels as a gift, which was super nice. Her shop should be opening up again in a couple weeks, I think, because her whole house burnt down, as you remember. And I double checked with her, and she does still have these in stock, and we'll be getting more. But it was just so perfect with this. Like, I got the glitter vinyl from Galaxy Customs. This was a shimmer vinyl from Galaxy Customs, as well as the piping I made out of shimmer vinyls. This is Emmeline Bags Metallics vinyl. I don't know. It was just a lot of fun to make this. Lots of fun. And it's not like it's a circle bag, but it's birthed. It's not bound, and it's got a recessed zipper. See? So I just posted this tutorial just before coming into class. But yeah, it's a nice one. It was fun. And then finally I said I still got, I'll show you what size the panel is. So this panel is this. Whoops. This here. So I still got one more. So this panel is 12 inches by, oh, it's 12 by 12. This print, So Pretty Vinyl. Said her shop is closed right now, but it should be reopening soon. She just has recovered from a wildfire, I think about 10 months ago or something that took her whole property, and she had her shop on her property as well. I don't know if Dawn's still in here. She might know where she's from. It's somewhere south in the States that had wildfires. Maybe California? I don't know. But yeah, that's where this print is from. And it's fuzzy back. You can see all the dog hair on it. I really need to. But yeah, I've been holding on to it, looking for the perfect bag, and this bag was perfect for it. So pretty. And the glitter vinyl just totally, I mean, who doesn't love Galaxy Customs glitter vinyl? And it matched the lips almost perfect, so. Yeah. California, Cynthia, that's where Tanya's from? Yeah. So yeah, so Pretty Vinyl, she is such a sweet lady. Again, she sent me these 2 panels when I first started my channel, so I've had these for over 2 years. Maybe 3 years. How long ago did I start my channel? I don't remember. Which was really nice of her to send them to me, and I was just so happy I could finally found something that called to me to make with it. So it's a fun little bag. In April, she'll have her shop up. There you go. So yeah, but I did message her to find out if she still had these, and she will have them in her shop still once she reopens if anybody wants them. I did link her website. If you go to either the Meet the Bags video or the tutorial of the Anukas, I have her website in the description of those. Yay. All right. Are there any questions at all? Again, thank you so much, everybody. I said we got 11 people here, but I can see that we have about 24 watching. I can see on my end here that we have 24 people. So those of you who are shy and not commenting, hello, we appreciate you being here as well. This is a big class of 31. So thank you everybody for joining the membership for this. It makes me so happy. This is one of the larger classes. It kind of fluctuates depending what bags we're doing, but super happy that the class grew this much. And on Tuesdays, we have 21 people, so that's pretty good. If you guys are enjoying the car threads, I said they're doing the Zena bag, which is car threads as well on Tuesdays, even if you just join or upgrade for the month. That is a fantastic pattern, like so nice. But yay. You also have access to the tutorial because you're members, so yeah. Anyways, I guess we will call it if there's no other questions. Thank you everybody for coming. It was so much fun to sew along. It was nice having last week off at the same time, but I missed you all. So yeah, homework, interfacing. Again, make sure you follow the interfacing instructions in the pattern. I think it's pages 10 and 11. Very, very, very important. Make sure on the back side you're marking the tops of each of those panels, because we definitely don't want to be mixing those up as we go. Oh, Cynthia says Tanya is opening her shop in 3 days. So you get this panel in 3 days. Yay. I know she had some really pretty vinyls. This is the only thing she sent me, but it is so expensive to send things up here. And again, I don't order from the States much because I'm too cheap. It was fun today. It was so much fun seeing a lot of old faces. No, not that you're old, not that I can see your faces, but some old names popping up here that have been part of the membership from the beginning of time and never quit. But it's nice to be able to talk to you guys again because I haven't seen you in the chat in quite a long time. All right, I gotta go figure out if I'm making Dave stop for dinner or if I'm gonna make dinner. Maybe I will vacuum up, oh my gosh, the murder scene that is Dexter's stuffed lobster that he tore apart in here in the 10 minutes I wasn't in my studio having a cup of coffee earlier. So oh, you were wrong on the date, Cynthia. What's the date? I know if you've followed the So Pretty Vinyl Facebook page, she's keeping everybody up to date, updated on there as well. So yeah, support Tanya. She's an absolute sweetheart who has had some terrible luck. So hopefully all is well with her now. Oh, you met before? Okay. All right. I'll catch you guys all later. Message me if you have any any questions at all throughout the week. Get all your interfacing done, and we will probably be getting through. We'll be getting through a good chunk of it next week. At least the front and the back panels for sure. Yes, definitely go to the Facebook group and post your fabrics. I want to see them. I'm so bossy. Bossy, bossy, bossy. Have a wonderful evening, everyone. Catch you guys next week. Bye.